Welcome everybody, it's Tom, and in this video we're going to be talking about Cipher inside Gorod Krovi, and this one is pretty juicy. It has some really interesting stuff going from blood vials to the transit crew to the Nuketown loading screen drill. And I'll read it off for you guys, then we'll break it down and talk about what it means. Finally, the lab is almost complete. Security measures have been put in place, so the chance of detection by the Americans is very unlikely. We have also several agents embedded in the shaft as an insurance. We will keep the individuals in stasis, on ice to speak, and continue the specimen rotation once we finish drawing more power from the drill. Oh, I almost forgot. The sequence for the current blood samples is as follows: SS, MJABR. So right at the end we have our first mention of blood vials that we've ever seen inside zombies, besides inside Richtofen's memory trailer or whatever it is. And we actually hear that this blood actually has a sequence to it, and the sequence is SSMJABR. And what people are saying this stands for is that the SS is for Samuel Stollinger, then MJ is Marlton Johnson, and AB is Abigail Breton or whatever however you say her name, and then Russman for the R. Of course, Russman, we don't know if his first name or if he has a last name or if Russman's even his first or last name. But what's weird is that we already know that Richtofen has met the transit crew from the comics that are going to be released soon at Comic-Con, so we'll have to, when that comes out, then we actually can see what this is all about. But from what it's made it sound is that he met them after buried. And the interesting is that the theory going around right now is that at the end of Zetsubo-no-Shima's Easter egg, our other three characters somehow got blood on them or blood vials on them, and the idea is that they got them from our transit crew. Now this would explain where the blood came from, that the transit crew, but also would open up more questions about why their blood, what's so important about their blood, because it would make sense if Richtofen has a Mob of the Dead characters' bloods, because they seem pretty cursed, and from what we got, only the curse survived, so he would use a cursed blood to keep himself for some safe for some weird reason. But I'm not too sure what that's about. So we have no idea why they would use their blood. And with also the other question is, when did this exactly happen? Was this before the events of Black Ops 2? Was it during, sometime between, or at the end? Were they just walking around their own universe and all of a sudden they just jumped them and all of a sudden just stole their blood from them? Or what exactly happened here? It just opens up more confusing questions. And we also read that these individuals that were in stasis. So again, if it is a transit crew, when could this happen? Because if it was them, when the heck were they in stasis? Was this before the events of Black Ops 2, or was it after, somewhere between? Like I keep saying, it just doesn't make any sense. When the heck did this exactly happen? Maybe the comics will clear this up for us and would help so much, but from my understanding, it seems like maybe this is before, I'm assuming before the events of all this stuff, because if they were in stasis, it would make sense because they were maybe doing experiments on them, and since Russia seems pretty messed up and the other guys seem kind of normal, I guess Samuel Solinger isn't exactly normal. He was hearing voices from the ether, but the other two at least seem pretty normal. And if they were doing experiments on all of them, maybe it's just they did more hardcore experiments on the other two or something along those lines. It's just really weird. I just don't know what this is about. But we also hear mention of a drill, and a lot of people, and myself included, are saying that this may be the drill from the Nuketown loading screen. I'll have it on screen right now. And what they're actually using this drill for is to draw power from it so that they can continue their specimen rotation. And I have no idea what this specimen rotation is. What exactly is happening there? So apparently it's going to need a lot of power to use a drill of that size if it is the Nuketown loading screen's drill. So I'm not too sure exactly what's happening here. What is this specimen and why does it have to be rotated? I have no idea. But the last question I want to ask for this thing, and it's not, well, yeah, I guess the question is that who the heck is writing this? First things first, we know it's not an American because he's obviously trying to hide it from the Americans, and if you are an American and you're trying to hide it from other Americans, you're not going to go say, yeah, I'm going to hide it from the Americans. So it doesn't make that much sense. And also the drill is probably in this facility or whatever this place is probably going to be somewhere near America or so maybe off the shore of America, because we do hear him because he is trying to hide them from the Americans. So assuming this is all going to be happening somewhere near America but isn't actually done by Americans, it would also make sense because all our characters from Transit are pretty much all American, or at least we're pretty sure they're American. From what we've heard, they seem to be American. And we also have to think, when is this exactly happening inside this universe's time? So it doesn't have to be at the same time as like universe that we're in, because we're jumping in through different universes, and those universes could be at different points in time. So if this is inside the Transit's universe, this had to be at least happening somewhere when these Transit people are alive. One thing you have to think about, they are in stasis, so they're probably not going to age. So our Transit crew may be actually older than we thought. So I'm not too sure exactly who's right in the end. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys want to see more of this, go ahead and thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe for more of this and anything Gorod Krovi or zombie storyline related, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.